There we go. That helps when we plug our microphone in. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so we're reacting to the PlayStation Showcase 2021. Could be a lot of games revealed for the first time today. Let's see what they've got in store for us in the next, oh, I'm not sure how long, maybe in the next year or so. Got my coffee ready to go, 6 a.m. Oh, looks like we're kicking things off already. Now got a bit of audio coming from that. Lots of audio issues. It's 6 a.m. Sorry about that. The heck is this game? This is like a chess game. Nope, that's just a random weird PlayStation. That was that was a very weird like PlayStation game. Just not even a game. Just a PlayStation ad.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and welcome to the PlayStation Showcase. At PlayStation, we believe in pushing boundaries and setting the benchmark for creativity and excellence in entertainment. We always love the opportunity to speak directly with our community. The new technology in PS5 enables development teams to build more exciting, immersive, and compelling worlds, showcasing their creative vision as storytellers. We've never been more grateful for the PlayStation community. So thank you for allowing us time to share some significant updates and brand new content. So without further ado, let's look at some new and amazing games.
Alrighty, here we go. Game time. Lucasfilm. Is this the Indiana Jones?
Peace is a lie.
No. It's gotta be a Star Wars.
That is what the Sith believe.
New Star Wars.
They promise power. Now they wield it. We face the greatest Sith in generations. They must be stopped.
KOTOR Remake. Wow. Remade for PS5. Very nice. Okay, a little bit. What the? This is a very Japanese looking game. Ew. The eye had eyes.
하늘에 계신 어머니시여, 저희는 지구를 지키지 못했습니다. 적들을 물리치고 인류를 구원하려는 신성한 임무를
Jesus.
못하였습니다. 하지만 이제 저희가 다시 내려와 남은 목숨 끝까지 바쳐 싸울 것을 맹세하오니 부디 저희의 죄를 사하여 주시고 저희를 거두어 주시고 저희를 유혹에 빠지지 않게 하소서. 지하 시설, 방공호 같은 건가?
여긴 지하철역이야. 사람들을 태우고 거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던 교통수단이지. 뭐 다 지난 얘기지만 말이야.
Action RPG looking thing.
네이티브가 시체에 기생하고 있다.
Parasite Eve? Is that what this is called? Yeah, very Soul Calibur looking.
그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘난 신분들은 우주로 달아나고 나가는 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
마더스피어의 구원을 아직 기다리고 있는 거야.
Not really a game for me though.
조심해. 전방에서 뭔가가 곧 무너지겠어.
Cool music.
뭐 살살 가고 있겠지.
Quick time events. Ugh. Through tubes. Guns, swords. Wow, this game's got a bit of everything. This is a long trailer. Project Eve. Okay.
당신이 왜
Pass.
설마 이브, 저건 알파 네이티브야.
Whoa. Box.
Darkness washes over the land. Dun, dun, dun. The Dragon Lord has returned!
Fools!
Fable Cross. Damn name.
You know, some of you may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked because shut up your face and get shooting!
What is it? Borderlands. Yeah, Borderlands Cross Fable.
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby!
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Alright, trailer over. No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
No, thank you. 3 so far, not doing great. PlayStation, haven't hooked me in yet. Earnings, what do they go for us?
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal.
Okay, this is intriguing.
We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. No more fights. Clean air.
I'm liking this one. What do we got?
Wait, stop! Stop! Whoa. Where on earth is this?
Earth, yeah?
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
And they lost me.
Move shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Almost.
That's too far. Good to know there's a line. If our land suffers, you are the only hope we have. Special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
Forspoken. Interesting.
No name for a demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
spring 2020, so 6 months from now. Not bad.
For decades,
Oh, here we go.
Team Rainbow has been the shield
Rainbow,
against
yes.
the worst global threats imaginable.
It's going to be that weird zombie one, isn't
Hostage
it?
situations, biological weapons, the threat of nuclear war. But now, we face the greatest terror our world has ever known.
Yeah. Weird zombie extraction. Yeah. I like my Rainbow games grounded and realistic.
If we want a shot at tomorrow, we will move as one. We will think as one. We will do whatever it takes. As one.
This looks cool enough, but like I said, I'd prefer
We enter
a realistic, grounded
together. We
Rainbow
fight for
Six
our
game
future.
rather than something
Be
like
left
this.
behind.
January. That's only what 4 months away. They're not bad stingers, not as good as their last lot. Oh, Remedy. What's Remedy?
It's coming for me. Whatever you do, don't go out in the dark. Stay in the light.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less.
Alice? Alice? My wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr.
Alan Wake.
Last night I woke up to a nightmare. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? I saw
Alan
the
Wake remake.
flashlight like my life depended on it. With it,
Diving into that for the first time.
I could save Alice.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Remastered, not remade. Okay. Yeah, that's why it still looked a little bit clunky on the driving. Yeah, GTA 5.
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
GTA 5 on PS5. Nice. Holy dolly.
I gotta run now, okay?
Alright, bye, babe.
It's lonely up here. Oh man, speed up.
Get us out of here! Roger that!
I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits on it.
GTA is fun, but I kind of want 6 now. I don't want to replay 5 again. Not even soon. March. Okay. This Death Wire, Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh, is big. This is a big looking game. A very pretty looking game. Wow.
Critical work. People always decry the truth when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation. The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice.
Hey, Caperni. How are you? Checking out the PlayStation conference? What game are you hoping to see?
New age will dawn.
Ghostwire I could get into. It might be one that I... Yeah, first time catching me, but it's great to have you here. I'm not just saying... Ghostwire's a game that I might check out, but it might be one that I wait for reviews as well. Not 100% sold on it yet. It looks cool, but it looks very Japanese. Oh, Marvel, here we go. Guardians game, nice.
You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end.
Yeah, so this is the PlayStation showcase. So it's them showing off all of their upcoming games for the next year or so. So we should get some nice reveals of new stuff.
Cosmo, how you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking about a promise.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
So let us investigate for you.
Always catch, Peter Quill, and not fun kind with Bob.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see.
I like the idea of a talking dog.
Probability of defeating the Universal Church of Truth is 0.3%.
Peter Quill looks different.
It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes two of us. Follow me!
By rejecting
Very
the
colourful game.
you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
Interesting to see it.
That was completely
Yeah, it's a bit weird that he doesn't look like Chris Pratt. But I think they're trying to avoid having to pay rights. Be interesting to see if Marvel can have another hit like they had with Spider-Man, because I think that's sort of been the only Marvel game that's really hit big. It's the Vampire or Vampire Masquerade game. It's definitely a vampire game. Okay, thanks for the heads up. This should be turned up a little. Let me know if the trailer audio is coming through now. It's very weird that there we go. Yeah, I just had it turned down too low. Thanks. It's always helpful to have someone there that can let you know.
Welcome to the Eon program. Picture your perfect you. Your health, your enlightenment, your fashion.
One final Deathloop trailer by the looks of it.
We offer eternity. Shut up. Your esteemed visionaries believe the only thing missing from Black Reach is you.
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom.
Great to have you hanging out.
One repeating day.
The advantage of a very early morning here. Can't get a better time for everyone.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable. A bunch of spaced out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs, whatever these.
So the conference kicked off at 6 a.m. So yeah, it's now 6:27.
So how come I don't remember shit? This party island hangover is none my thing.
Hence
My
the
thing is answers.
cup of coffee to kick things off this morning.
What do they want with me? And why is she always one step ahead? Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together. Somebody built this place. Somebody's sending me these messages from the future, the past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop work? Does anybody
This game looks cool, but it also feels like I'm gonna get super bored of it real quick.
Colt, I want you to remember. I want you to remember why you came here.
Huh. Is that?
Yeah, already downed one coffee. I'll probably wait for the conference to end and then dive in on a second.
Myself a way out.
So this game's Deathloop. Should be out. I think it's out very shortly, actually. Within like the next week or two, this one comes out.
Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
September 14th, so 5 days next week. I think just because of the time loop mechanic, like I feel like it's going to get quite repetitive quite quickly. Like every time you die, it resets, so it's going to feel like I'm just doing the same things over and over again. I'm definitely much more of a straight line narrative game. Like even sort of open world sometimes get a little bit too repetitive and bleh for me. Like I definitely prefer my sort of Uncharted's and Last of Us's where it's a clear path and it feels more like a coherent story being told. Oh. Okay, they've taken the guitar mechanic from Last of Us for that. Oh, The Last of Us is absolutely probably my favorite game of all time. And I'm very keen for that HBO show. Will certainly be one that is on my podcast every week. Once that hits, I'll be talking about that every week, and I think my co-hosts are gonna get very annoyed at me. Will absolutely be like a must-watch week to week. There'll be no waiting to binge that one. It's a cute looking game.
Jump. Kaloy chunga Philip Meapur.
Yeah, they're definitely putting some money into games. Put a lot of money into Game of Thrones. I think they're putting a lot of money into Last of Us. Yeah, this one I'm not sure on. It just looks like some sort of narrative adventure game. Game inspired. Basically an ad for New Caledonia by the looks of it. Sort of a Breath of the Wild type thing, but for kids. Yeah, open world Animal Crossing, I could say that. Maybe a bit more like story in there as well.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
The Tusk of Ganesh? Now that's not an easy find.
Hey! PS5 PC collection, Uncharted.
Oh, crap!
Everyone obsessed with his treasure.
Still need to finish those other games. Never finished them. I have them all, just haven't finished them.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
That's where I need to get another capture card so I can play that on stream. I think that'd be cool.
I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. PlayStation Studios, at its heart, is a diverse and passionate group of storytellers at our collective of AAA studios all across the globe. Everything we do is driven and inspired by storytelling. As creators, PlayStation 5 gives us the opportunity to push the boundaries of storytelling even further. Our world-class development teams at PlayStation Studios have already delivered such incredible gaming experiences for PS5, and we're only just getting started. As you'll see today with the lineup of exclusive games coming
Gran
to PlayStation
Turismo.
Studios, we're going to continue to drive innovation, advance gaming, while
I feel like they got all the third-party,
and creating
lesser
games that
tier
matter,
games out of the
games
way
that
now.
you're
And
not gonna
they're
find
going to
anywhere else.
hit us with bangers for
Enjoy.
the next 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, here we go. We're getting all the PlayStation exclusives now.
At the dark end of the street, that's where we always meet. Hiding in the shadows where we don't belong.
The heck is this? A Wolverine game? Yes! Yeah, Wolverine. My man. Oh, that's a long way out, though. Ah, they're the Gran Turismo games. Oh, good buddy. I've been enjoying Forza recently, so I think I might have to give Gran Turismo a try here. What is it? Give us a date. Come on. Damn, this game looks good. There's reflections. The detail. Holy cow. We want to hear the sound of the cars. Oh, is it open world? There it is. There's that sound. Photo mode. Cool. Companies are just going to start using Gran Turismo to make their ads and take their photos. Upgrade system, nice. Okay, yep, I'm sold. Diving into GT. I wish they'd boosted the volume of the cars in Australia. Ooh, off-road racing, nice. Whoa, crazy concept cars. Hey, when? No date. What the hell? When? Don't hit me with that trailer.
As long as I can remember, I have looked for an equal. One who could push me.
Spider-Man. New Spider-Man.
One who could surprise me.
And Miles. They're teaming up. Spider-Verse.
Who could even beat me.
I hope this is a co-op game.
Is disappointment.
Big co-op.
Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
And
we will.
Wow. Spider-Man 2. 2023. Over a year. Year and a half. That'll be cool. I'm excited for that one though. Here it is. God of War. They got for us something cool, something cool. Is that Atreus? Yep. Still a relatively young kid.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anymore. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard,
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
we do not know what Mother wanted.
Well, I recognize that
that's
dour
looking it.
expression anywhere.
Yep.
Odin's got
Yeah, new
tricks
God of
up his
War.
sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr,
God of War Ragnarok, I think they're calling it.
who's dead?
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in. What in all yarns be the happened to him?
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Damn.
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No! You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
Yep, God of War Ragnarok is looking epic. Brutal. That's a giant crocodile.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it.
And a Pegasus.
Let it serve you.
Is it bad to say that I haven't played the last God of War yet?
Are you coming with us?
I know I need to now, that, especially now that it's in the PlayStation collection on PS5. Let's see what date they give us for this.
You'll get your answers soon enough. Well, some of them.
Well, who is she? Still no date. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I'll definitely play the most recent God of War before I dive into that new one. Once we get a date, I'll try and time it so that I finish it just as the new one hits.
Unbelievable, yes, inconceivable. See myself as fairly reasonable, but at times I can be stubborn. So if I have to, I will rock the boat. I don't tend to take the easy road. That's just not the way I like to roll. Shoot things probably unfeasible. I've done already a hundredfold.
Oh yeah, it looks epic. New Spider-Man looks incredible. That Wolverine game looks sick. Gran Turismo I'm all about. Nice rap tune.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Yeah, so it was just a very small teaser. Obviously, Logan in a bar,
that was the PlayStation
having just
showcase.
been in a
Got
fight.
More info and updates.
Then the claws come
coming
out, and that was it. No
And I'm,
date.
In fact,
So
joined by
probably
no less than PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst. Herman really
at least
strong
2 or 3
showing
years
here
out.
from PlayStation Studios tonight, including an awesome new look at GT7 and finally a release date.
GT7 is coming in March, and I don't think fans are
Oh,
going to
there
be
we go.
disappointed with
There's a
what
date for GT,
Yamauchi-san
March.
and
Nice.
Polyphony have been working on. And what we're doing with GT7 is we're pulling from the entire history of the franchise, taking some of the best features into GT7. GT campaign, arcade missions, all that good stuff. And, I got a chance to play, and it just looks and plays sensationally. The haptics, the vibrations, you feel the rolls, the pull and the weight of the different cars. I'll tell you, the one thing that I personally really
game
like
with haptic
is
feedback
the braking
is gonna-
variations through
and
the
the adaptive
that
triggers are
really kind of
crazy.
makes you feel like you're an incredible racer. And for me, that's great.
great to hear that about GT7. I can't wait to play that. But I also really wanted to talk about Insomniac. I mean, this is a studio that is absolutely on fire the last year, maybe 18 months, with Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart, and now two big reveals tonight in the form of Marvel Spider-Man 2 and
no VR
Marvel's
games by the looks of it.
Wolverine. It's kind of a shock. You work really closely with Insom, Herman. So what can you tell us about just why Insom gets so fired up about the Marvel Universe?
I mean, Sid, you said it. Insomniac are on fire. They've been just so productive. And I think the team in Insomniac, they're really always challenging themselves to raise the bar with their approach
See
to
if they show that
storytelling and
Wolverine
craftsmanship.
trailer again.
And it's really evident in the consistently high quality of games that they've been delivering over the years. I think on top of that, they really prize collaboration amongst their team. And that collaboration that also extends to the way that they work with other PlayStation teams, but also their work with their great partners at Marvel. And that collaboration resulted in the amazing first two Marvel Spider-Man games. And I know that Insomniac are extremely excited to be further expanding the universe into Marvel Spider-Man 2 now. And they're also going to be raising the bar again, you know, in terms of immersion, action, visual fidelity. I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be a spectacular showpiece for gaming. And they're also so thrilled to then bring gamers an emotional and a suspenseful journey into Marvel's Wolverine.
There you go. There's Wolverine again.
PlayStation fans are really
That was
getting
basically
in
the
for
whole
a treat
trailer.
over the next few years.
Very cool, very exciting times, and on multiple fronts. Tonight, we also got our first big look at God of War Ragnarok. Herman, what can you tell us about where Santa Monica Studio is going with this one?
You know, like many of the fans, I'm personally really invested in the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. We got to see in the trailer that there's some real tension brewing between them as Ragnarok approaches, so, you know, I can't wait for players to see how that relationship between them evolves. And you gotta trust me when I say that Santa Monica Studio have prepared quite a few twists and turns for
Wolverine in
players to
VR
set
would
up the
be
finale
full on.
of the Norse saga
Imagine
in God of War
jumping on
Ragnarok.
people and
We're gonna get an update
driving
on
those
God of War
claws
Ragnarok
into their
from Santa
neck
Monica Studio here in just a moment.
in
But
VR.
before you go, Herman, wanted to get your take on Horizon Forbidden West. Now, we've learned that this one is coming out in February. I am sure that by this point you have played it. So what has jumped out to you? What can you tell us about the game?
I've had a chance to play the game on PS4 and PS5, and it looks great on both. For PS5, the level of detail on Aloy, her kids,
Yeah,
the
if
lighting,
they make
it's just
a
exceptional.
God
Even
of
more
War
amazing because the environments have
PS5
so much going
only,
on,
that
too.
will be
From the ruins
insane.
of San Francisco to those new underwater areas, everything just looks
I
breathtaking.
wish I
And it loads really
Horizon
fast
was
because the SSD.
PS5 exclusive.
Plus, the combat in the game
But
offers so
I know
much
they
variety.
did
It's all
start
based
when
on
they
player
started
choice.
making
There's
it
so many
was
cool weapons
a
and tools,
PS4
and
exclusive,
when you
so they
combine these together, that comes
upscaled
in
to
really handy,
PS5.
when you're dealing with the new machines. On PS5, the haptic feedback on the controller, I think in my mind really adds to the experience, you know, when you're firing arrows and the other ammo. You know, the team at Guerrilla, I know them so well. I'm super proud of them. They're creating something incredibly special, and I just can't wait for gamers
Yeah,
to get the
I think by the
next chapter of
time
Aloy's
God of
adventure
War
in their
hits, though, I think a lot
Thanks
more
for the
people
update,
will
Herman.
have been
We're
able
joined
to
now by
secure
Eric and Corey
PS5s.
from Santa
I don't
Monica
think it would be
Studio.
as big
And
an
wanted to
issue
check in with you two on the
as
big
it would if it
announcement we
came
saw
out
just a few
now.
minutes ago, God of War Ragnarok. We finally got our first big look at it. And actually, Eric, I wanted to start with you. You've been involved with every single God of War, including 2018's God of War. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Sid. I've been with the studio since 2004 in many different capacities, working with both Santa Monica and Randy at Dawn on the God of War franchise. And I don't know why, but they thought it'd be a good idea to say, hey, do you want to direct this one? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm directing God of War Ragnarok, or as Corey likes to call it, never heard of it. So that's the update on that.
So, Eric, why the shift in leadership on God of War Ragnarok?
It's always been a tradition here at Santa Monica to change the directors across the games. You know, we've had really good success with that.
Yeah,
Corey's
it's been hard with
genuinely a
PS5s.
repeat director, and you know,
I got
rightfully so. He's pretty damn
very
good at what he
lucky. I
does.
ordered early.
That's kind of what it is.
I think I ordered the
important thing for
day
us is to be
that
able
they
to
came
kinda
out,
get a fresh perspective
and I managed to get in
time,
that first shipment.
but also, you know, a fresh pair of
But
legs in the sense that you're really
at the moment, there's
exhausted
no,
at the end of finishing one of these
there's
things.
very few
gotta
PS5
con somebody
exclusives, so you're not missing a
him.
huge amount.
So, Eric, what aesthetic?
It'll be once they start shifting to make things exclusive that people will start
I guess what I'm getting at is
get a
like,
bit
how
annoyed.
do you see yourself leaving your fingerprints on God of War Ragnarok?
It's kind of the designer in me wants to answer one way, but as a director, you have to answer a different way. I think you have to learn how to jettison your own profession when you switch over to the director's role, which I'm sure Corey can understand. I mean, he kind of animated a little bit on God of War 2, and we kind of had to throw it all out, except for that sneaky backflip that Kratos has never done again that we left in. But that's the perk of being the director, I guess. But from my point of view, like, we want to tell a very heartfelt and epic story as, a father and son go on a journey, and they kind of struggle with holding on to stuff and letting go of things. It's a very difficult kind of human condition that we all deal with. And we kind of want to arrive at that by taking like slices of life or family, drama, if you will, and kind of juxtapose that against big Norse backdrop. And, at the end, we just want to have an ending that feels very, surprising yet inevitable based on all those things. But it's kind of, I'm from the Midwest, so like slice of life, very common, mundane things are just as interesting as big world events. And so we try to collide those things together. It's,
What is the going rate for PS5 these days? Does it come down at all?
Officially being called God of War Ragnarok. I guess it doesn't take a genius to think that perhaps Ragnarok factors into this game in some manner. Can you confirm that, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you can't call the game God of War Ragnarok and not have Ragnarok happen in the game. So, it's going to happen. We're going to cap off the Norse series with it. And I think Chris Judge said it best in the announced trailer last year. Prepare yourselves.
The last game ended with a teaser of sorts for Thor. And I just got to know,
let's see what they
Thor's
are.
Voice we heard in the trailer just a few minutes ago?
That was definitely Thor's voice that we heard in the trailer. Thor is being played by Ryan Hurst, which you might know him from Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie, one of my favorite characters ever. And we're just delighted to have him come play in the God of War sandbox. And his take on Thor and our take visually on Thor is very different than the hunky Australian you might know. He's much closer to the Norse mythology.
Oh wow, still like $1,000
burly, almost
digital
hedonistic man-child, red hair, left-handed, just a little off kilter than the Thor that a lot of people know right now. So I can't wait for people.
Oh, here we go. There's a disc edition for 710 Australian.
You also heard the name
That's not
Odin
bad.
in tonight's trailer. So I imagine if we're going to experience Ragnarok, Odin's going to have to play a pretty big role here, right?
Definitely. I mean, Odin is the Allfather of all the realms, so he's going to show up when Ragnarok happens.
That's crazy.
We're very, very happy to have Mr. Richard Schiff come on to play Odin for us. You may know him as Toby from The West Wing. This was one that we never thought was going to happen. It was like kind of a shot in the dark, and he got back to us, and we walked him around the mocap volume, and he was just like,
PlayStation 5 disc edition,
and
a second controller, and Assassin's Creed for
I can't
800.
wait for people to experience that and see how he factors in.
Not
It's a
horrible.
very different take, again, much like Thor.
Not as bad as I
And
expected.
He's like a old man who's just kind of busy with his own things and doing whatever he wants, and
Here's
he doesn't
one for
live in a castle or anything
760.
like that. So it's again a different take, kind of what we do. We just take what's known and curveball it a little bit and make it special.
We also saw a couple of new characters tonight. So what can you tell us about them?
Are you talking about the little
750?
squid?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're talking about Tyr, the big guy. Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, he's the Norse God of war.
eBay
Kratos and Trace
can't
have finally
always
found him.
be
We talked a lot about him in
100%
2018,
sure.
So we were like, well, might as well show him to the people. And then the last character we saw at the trailer, like with the little wink and smile from Angerboda, she's one of the last remaining giants, and her story is pretty amazing and how it fits into the world of God of War.
Okay. The girl is a
Tyr's being
giant.
Played by, Ben
Interesting.
Prendergast, who's been completely absorbed in the role, even though he is not a giant as Tyr is. And then Angerboda is being played by Leia De Leon Hayes, who's a complete treasure on set. She's been amazing. Watching her chemistry with the other characters has been amazing, and she's one of the last giants that's living. So we have those characters and a few more, and there's a lot of different monsters you saw in there, and there's been so many talented people at the studio building this trailer and putting it together. I just want to give a shout out to the team. I love you guys. I wish you could be here doing this interview with me. I wish you were all behind me right now at the studio. That would have been completely amazing. And lastly, to our fans, we have a saying at the studio that we are fans of our fans, and I cannot wait to watch all the tweets, the messages, the reaction videos that you guys put out, and our team to be able to take that into heart and just get excited and hyped, and then use that to push us through to finish the game for you guys. So thank
See
you.
if they're going to show us any more.
Now, Corey, we haven't heard a whole lot out of you here tonight. So now that we know you're not directing God of War Ragnarok, I was hoping maybe you could give us a little clue about what you may or may not
What
be
is
working
Corey
on
doing?
next.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like me to just spill the beans and tell you everything that's going on right now. We're actually doing a bunch of stuff. It's really exciting, all the things that we're doing, and you're tempted to know what is this, but I don't really have anything I can talk about right now specifically, mostly because we're really focused on God of War Ragnarok, that I am incredibly excited that I finally understand that that's what everyone was saying, God of War Ragnarok. I was way off. I was thinking it was something else that they were talking about. I think we'll wait to get any deeper into anything else until later. We'll talk again, Sid.
All right. Well, thank you, Corey, and thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
And next up,
Yeah, you
we
don't want
have
to take away
Ryan
from the next
Treadwell.
game
He's
on
the
there.
lead producer at Aspire.
On their
And wouldn't
system.
you know, just a little while ago, we got the announcement of a remake for Star Wars Knights of
I think
the
they're just
Old
going to keep
Republic.
talking now.
So,
Let's
Ryan, I guess my question is this like a remaster
pop a stream
of
marker
the
in
original
here.
game, or what's going on here?
Let's transition over and check
This is a
out.
complete remake of this beloved Star Wars story.
Let's check out the
For
Matrix.
Star Wars: The Old Republic Remake. We are
The
rebuilding
new Matrix
from the
trailer.
ground up while maintaining that integrity of story and.
Matrix Resurrection. Let's check what this. Here we go.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
MPH, Keanu, all together. Has he got a duck on his head?
Hi.
Oh, what's that
Have we met?
lady? That's a lot of blue pills. Don't take that many.
And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
Is that the new Mobius?
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
That's the guy from Candyman. Wow.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Very cool. I'm all in. Alrighty. Let's transition to this boy. Alrighty. That's going to be the end of my reaction stream today. Thank you for checking it out. Let me know what's your favorite game that is coming up. For me, it's got to be that Wolverine one was cool, But yeah, God of War, I think, took the cake. Nervous about The Matrix? Yeah, I can get that. I can get on board with being nervous about The Matrix. But the third one in the Matrix original trilogy was a bit of a letdown. Let's see if they can bring it back with 4. I felt that trailer was cool. That trailer made it look really good. So yeah, PlayStation. I think that was a great conference. It started very slow. Knights of the Old Republic was probably the standout of that first 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then the second half of the conference, when it was just banger after banger after banger, straight fire from the PlayStation studios. So yeah. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna head off, go and get some more coffee, and what's the time? 7. Get ready for work. The joys of that stuff on a Friday. Thank you again for checking it out, and we'll hope to see you back here tomorrow for another reaction stream, but this time for a wrestling reactions. Be watching the next episode of AEW Rampage, featuring Andrade El Idolo versus Pac, a 6-woman tag team match, and Brian Pillman Jr. versus Max Caster. So we'll be checking that one out. Peace. Catch you all tomorrow. Bye.